Alright guys, so in this live stream I'm gonna talk about what really man wants from a woman. So yep, for long-term commitment, okay? And there is a lot of people who are just requesting me to react to this part of the video, and the live stream was on Rumble Fresh and Fit channel. Oh my god, I didn't leave the link in the description box. I'll try to put the link in the description box below once the live stream is done. So yep, without further ado, let's begin reacting to this part of the live stream. All right, okay, so this is from Rumble, okay, and you guys can check out the link later on, or you can go ahead and you can go to rumble.com and then you can search Fresh and Fit and then you will find the video. It's the latest live stream, okay?
Right.
Hold on, let me just.
So you know what the man that you want actually wants, and you can be that woman for him. By default, he's gonna give you what you want, right?
That's a really good point right at the beginning. So I'm gonna I'll forget it some point later. So that's why I'm just trying to talk about it right now. So the point is that you have to know what a man wants, okay? And when you know that, and if you can work on that, the man will give you everything. He'll give you his life. And I'm not joking, okay? I'm being serious over here, and it's a suggestion for women, all the women out there. If you're looking for a successful guy, you have to know what that man wants. If you are not like, oh, I'm beautiful, I'm this, I don't need to know what a man wants. I'm okay with my life and everything. At that time there will be a problem. Man will compromise on certain things, okay? But a successful man will compromise for a little bit and then he will walk away. So that's the main thing when it comes to a relationship with a successful man, and that's what you girls should keep in mind when it comes to have a long-term commitment. A lot of men will say, oh, I'm in a long-term relationship with you, but they're not really, they're just playing with you. So that's the thing you should keep in mind as well. So yeah, but we are talking about like serious relationship and stuff like that. If you want that, then you have to know what the man wants. And if you are just going to them and then telling them, hey, this is what you should want from a woman, I'm not gonna respect you in any way, I'm gonna be like this, you cannot expect anything from me, then he's gonna walk away because he has a lot of options. When you are a millionaire, how many millionaires are there? Maybe a few thousand, maybe, I don't know, but how many beautiful women are out there? I can guarantee you there are millions of beautiful women out there. And I'm not saying like, okay, not trying to trash you, okay? You all, I mean, most of the women are beautiful, okay? I see most of the women are beautiful, and that's a compliment, you can take it. But the thing is that most men are not millionaire, okay? So who has the leverage? They have the leverage, so that's why you have to play their game, okay? It's their field and you have to be a player over there. There is no other way. But if you are if you want an even field, okay, even field, then there is a losing chance that, okay, maybe you like, there are a lot of complicated stuff that comes with it. For example, if you are trying to like marry somebody who is like, let's say you are making $30,000 a year and you want a guy 30, like usually women don't want a guy who is making like 30,000 or $20,000 a year over here. Most of them prefer somebody who is over making over $50,000, I mean, from a man. So, and a lot of them will prefer $100,000 a year. So it's very interesting to see some women are interested in 30,000. It's very rare to see them, but yeah, like you have to understand the game. Like if you are looking for a millionaire, you have to understand their game, their rules, and you have to you don't have a choice, you don't really have a choice. But if you want to like take the exit, take the L, then you can do it. But if you want that man, or if you want any millionaire in any way, you have to make sure that, like, even if you are a millionaire woman or whatever you're making, it doesn't matter. A man who is making $1 million a year, he's gonna be like, okay, I have the leverage, so you have to follow my lead, you have to follow the rules that I'm imposing on you. Now I'm saying that you have to, like, you don't have to, but at the same time, if you want that millionaire, or if you want any millionaire, most of them will impose certain rules, or like have certain rules in their mind. They will not tell you directly, but you have to understand their rules verbally. Okay, like they will act in a certain way, and you have to understand it, and you have to like follow the lead, and that's how it works. They're not gonna tell you, but the point that I'm trying to make here is that you have to understand their game if you want them. But if you do not want them, if you want the average guy who is like 5'7" or 5'8" and making like $30,000 a year, you can have your rules, you can have your say, because you have the leverage. Okay, you're beautiful and you're bringing $30,000 a year, and he's also bringing $30,000 a year, and usually on average we see girls are more beautiful or attractive than a man. So when you have at that time, you have the leverage, so you have to understand that, and you can apply your rules and regulation upon them. So yeah, to some extent, I'm not saying like forcing them, like you can say certain things, and if they don't like it, they take the L. And when it comes to choosing a millionaire, if you're a woman, then you have to follow the rule, or otherwise you can take the L, or take the exit. So yeah,
It's like, for example, you want a guy that's successful, that takes care of you, that cares about you, and is willing to die for you, right? It's simple, but at the same time, women are like, you know what? He should want this, he should want that. It's like, no.
that's another great point. I'm why I'm pausing the video, you can ask, but I just got a copyright strikes in the morning. So yeah, I'm trying to like pause it every couple of seconds so that I can have my say, as well as they're making some great point. Like you can have your say, but you want to follow their lead. Like that's how it
Tell me
is.
what they want, because it's very simple.
And you cannot say like what you should want, because if you tell them, hey, this is what you should be looking for, you cannot tell them. They're not your family, or not part of a family that you are also part of. So yeah, you cannot impose your rule or impose certain kind of preference, like, hey, this is what you should be looking for. No, you cannot say that. That's how it is if you're looking for a millionaire or successful person.
But anyhow, tell her what men really want, bro.
Right, and you can hear that you don't really care about that, because you said you want to manifest a good man, hoping that it's just going to magically appear.
No, I don't think.
Let him finish the sentence, bro. Like, why you are just interrupting somebody?
No, you guys definitely don't do magic.
You said manifest or
None
something.
of y'all magically appear.
Okay.
But yes, go ahead. Sorry, I'm just joking.
I just picked up on that word manifest. It shows like how you're looking for that guy. But I look for hope. I
Yeah, good point.
a young woman who's feminine, who's nice, who's sweet. I do value intelligence.
Intelligence to a level, not too much smart. Like he like questioning everything. That is very irritating. Like if you are questioning everything, like you can have your question when I'm doing something wrong or something that is not aligned with your belief. You can ask that question. But if you are questioning and trying to act like a masculine woman, then it will be a problem for a long-term relationship, because I'm here to lead the relationship, and if you are not interested, you can take the L, you can take the exit, and we can have our day moving forward. So yeah,
I know
that's how
that
it is.
that's not talked a lot about on the show, but that's important, is having a good woman. But it's not maturity. And I don't like a woman with a bunch of baggage, a bunch of emotional
Yeah.
damage. It's just I don't want to deal with a bunch of problems. A woman
That's
with
a good
balance
point.
who's young and feminine and beautiful.
Yep.
You had something, and then you had something. Go ahead.
That's why we are
that,
simple.
You know, I have a man that has accepted my baggage. I don't consider it baggage
A
because
kid's baggage.
I didn't bring him stress.
That's a suitcase.
Yeah.
It's a special
Lol.
That's checking
because
luggage.
I never stressed him. The
I
time
wouldn't say like their baggage or anything like that, but I would rather say like leave the children to their father. Like, why you are carrying the children? Just for the alimony, just for the child care support, or what it is? I mean, child support, child benefits, whatever that is. Like, if you are wanting that and you are keeping the child, um, then that becomes very unattractive for a lot of millionaire. Okay, like they don't wanna raise a like I'm saying in general, some of them will. There is a possibility, obviously, but most of them will not prefer to take care of another man's child. So yeah, maybe you might want to prefer leaving the child behind, or give the child to their dad or something like that, because it's very rare to find a man who is going to be attractive to you. Like, if you are looking for a millionaire, no matter how beautiful you are, if you have a child, they are like, most of them will be unattractive to that matter, because they would be like, why should I pay for someone else's child? Like, that's how they think. And I have talked to them, most of them. Like, I have talked to a billionaire as well. So yeah, somebody who has like 5 billion. So he told me a lot of stuff about this dating and stuff like that, like how he thinks about it. And I have also talked to a couple of millionaires by now, and they also have certain rules and regulations in place, like what they want in a relationship.
he didn't have there was not money coming in for him because I care. You feel me? I put in money. You know what I'm saying? And
And also, like, if you're looking like her, I'm not insulting her in any way. Like, if you're looking like her, a little bit, like you have some fat in your body, and then you are looking for a millionaire, the millionaire won't choose you. Like, no matter how fat they're still going to look for somebody who is fit. Okay, so for example, Elon Musk. I mean, you can Google his wife and they were lean, but Elon Musk is really fat. Yeah. I mean, there is like a picture where he was taking shower or something like that, and where we can see that he was. And I'm not insulting him in any way, but the guy is really busy doing certain things and stuff like that. So yeah, he can have his day, and he has the leverage, like he has the money to do certain things, so that's why he's doing that thing. And yeah, I appreciate that, but I'm not like trying to like criticize somebody. Like, if you were somewhere around like $1 million and you want to be fit, you should be, and there is no. But anyway, like, let's get back to the real topic.
So it's like, it's showing caring. You feel me? Everything's not about materialism or stressing a man. Like,
everything is not about materialism, but why do you look for somebody who is making $50,000 a year, or $100,000 a year, or $1 million a year? Like, why? If there is no materialism involved with it. I'm not like against materialism. Like, you can have your day, you can buy certain things, you can go to a restaurant, you can spend some money on certain things, but if you are so lavish about it, like you are spending $50,000 a day, that's, or maybe $10,000 a day, or maybe $5,000 a day. Like, if you spend once in a while like $5,000, that's okay. But if you are spending like $5,000 a day on a regular basis, and you are just a millionaire, like you have $1 million or something like that, that is ridiculous. Like, if you are not making like 20,000 or over like 10, like, not like, if you are spending $5,000 a day, then you have to make like $150,000 minimum. Okay, and if you're just a millionaire, you're not making that amount of money per day. So yeah, like, there is a long way to go for that. So yeah, you have to be a little bit conservative when it comes to spend money.
give me this, give me that. It's not about, oh, give me money or give me good shoes, red bottom shoes. You know, everything's not materialism. You feel what I'm saying? It's not
When did you meet
material.
that guy?
Well, I've known him for 12 years. And I
Okay.
know him in show.
If you're close to somebody for 12 years and you're friend zoning them, then what is
Okay,
it
so,
like?
And you
know,
guys were
things
friends
like that.
prior?
We were just friends at the time. You know what
Okay,
I'm
so
saying?
he was
But
friend
he didn't know
zoned.
my problems, though.
Yeah,
I
but he
wasn't
was friend zoned.
No, not friend zone.
What? Then what is it like?
Just somebody that
So
would
y'all
go
were
to
fucking when you were in a
showcases.
relationship with the other guy?
No.
Acquaintances.
So then he was friend zoned. Then he was friend zoned, quite effectively.
I wouldn't
There was
consider...
no sex involved, so that is
No,
by
there was no
definition friend zone.
there was no sex involved, no.
So he's
Then he is friend zone.
friend zone by definition.
Well, honestly, it was more like clientele coming to the club, showcases and things like that. Yeah.
That guy was a loser, or he doesn't have his shit together. So yeah, like that's why you have to learn about dating and game and stuff like that, because a lot of people will be getting friend zoned and they will be like, hey, I'm waiting for her, like somebody else is doing his job and then you are just waiting for that girl, hey, when you are gonna break up and stuff like that. And you're a loser, you're a fucking loser, get the hell out of here, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
At the
so
time.
he was a client and a friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say more a music partner.
But fair to say that he wasn't the first choice.
Yeah, you are not the first choice. So when you are not the first choice, take the L, bruh. Like, why you are waiting for somebody who is thinking that you are not their first choice?
I mean, by your actions alone, well, he wasn't the
Well,
first
at
choice.
the time, I was in a fucked up relationship.
Okay.
I
But he wasn't the
guarantee, I
first choice.
guarantee you that he liked you. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of men will be interested in you and they will try to be close to you, and you are like, no, I'm not interested, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and you are in a relationship with the abusive guy, and then you're like, or should I do this, should I not? And then there's a lot of complication involved with modern day relationship, at least that's what I see.
And he
Back
did,
then.
and a lot of
And you know that.
men did, because I was a model type. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
Model type? Does she look like, oh, plus size model? Yeah, there is plus size model winning a lot of hours nowadays. So yeah, they think that they're attractive and stuff like that. But the thing is that the fat positivity movement, they're just trying to like work on that, okay? And I'm not saying, like, I'm not against fat people or anything like that. You can be fat if you like. I'm suggesting all the guys who are above 6 feet, be fat, no problem, guys. I would be the fit one, and I would be around the community, okay?
I had a child.
Uh-huh.
I got a little thick. You
Yeah.
know?
I'm just kidding, okay? Like, you got the idea, right? You have to be fit, like, if you want to look attractive. And that's how it was before 1960s. So yeah, since those fast food restaurant became very common place to go to for food, then that's when we have this fat or obesity problem. So yeah, that's when it started.
But I was a model type. I know what's to experience that life being a model. That, you know,
Let's call a spade a spade. You gave the guy a chance after your
did.
value declined.
Yeah, now you don't, I mean, I'm not, no insult to you, but when you were around like 18 or 22, you have higher value than you are somewhere around 35. So if you are not trying to find the right guy around that time, that's gonna be fucked up. So
That's the truth.
well,
Ooh,
I
that's
had to
the
leave the
truth.
guy because the guy was domestically abusing me.
one more time, women loves getting into a relationship with a toxic guy, real toxic guy, okay? And they stay in the relationship and then they get beat up couple of years and then they say, oh, he was toxic and he was this. Why the hell you stayed in that relationship? If a guy is abusing you, get the hell out of here. Go to a court and talk to a lawyer that hey, he has been abusing me. No, they will not. They will tolerate that for years, and then there will be some nice guy waiting for her. She won't give a chance. The nice guy don't get a chance, but a toxic guy gets a chance. What the hell it is?
Of course. And I wasn't going to tolerate somebody beating me up.
I
Okay,
understand
that-
But you tolerated for a while.
That's good.
But now you're with a guy
So-
that wasn't the first choice.
Become his first choice, her first choice.
What I appreciate about this guy, you know what
And
I'm
there's
saying?
nothing wrong with that.
No, what I
but you do
appreciate about
realize,
this guy,
here's
who's
the
the
thing.
first choice?
A lot of women like to virtue signal their sexual choices
You know why I appreciate
after.
him?
Yeah, you appreciate him now. Yo,
I went through like a cancer surviving situation. You know what I'm saying?
I feel sorry for
Between
her.
life and death, and that was who was there for me.
I understand that. But
know?
what I'm saying is that when you were living your life and you were at your peak, you weren't checking for that guy.
Yes,
which
I
is what a
was.
lot of young women do typically
Yeah.
when they're at their peak is they don't check for those guys. It's
Yes,
not
I
until
was.
later.
Yeah, like that's why somebody who is just behaving in a certain way, you gotta be careful about that. And I'm not saying like okay, this is how you should be dealing with guys. You have your way, but the right way to deal with this problem is that choose the nice guy. That's it. But no, you still like the toxic guy. You still like the guy who is abusive towards you, and then like 4 or 5 years later, and then you are like, nah, I can't tolerate this anymore. But a nice guy, when he approaches you, you're like, oh, he's too nice. He's not fun. He's boring and stuff like that. A boring guy, like that's why you should be looking for a boring guy, not a fun guy. Like a lot of women has this idea, like okay, I should be looking for a fun guy, but a fun guy is going to give you the fun, but that is not for a long-term commitment. Like if you're looking for a long-term commitment, then be prepared to have a boring relationship.
Later on, really.
Yeah.
Then why weren't you hooking up with her back then?
I would say like, damn, you cute. You know, you got it. You poppy.
But you didn't
know?
give him a chance.
At that time, no, because like I said, I was in a relationship. And when I'm in a relationship, I
You were in a relationship with a toxic guy? Is that what you mean?
respect. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be cheating, then you might as well be single.
But if the other guy was so bad as you say, why didn't you
He
leave him
was.
for the better guy?
I did left him for the better guy.
Yeah, but
But when your value declined, when you are not getting attention from guys, oh, now I'm not getting attention from guys, so I better take this boring nice guy in. I better leave this other guy with whom I had fun with. So that's the thing. That's the modern dating market.
it took a while.
It took a while because I was brainwashed
No, see.
around somebody that was beating me up.
Brainwashed. You see, like a lot of people wouldn't take the responsibility. Like I was brainwashed, I was this, I was that. There are free information everywhere. Like why don't you look for free information from people? Like I give free advice to people. They would be like, oh, you're so toxic, why you're telling me like this? And then years later, like 5 years later, 10 years later, when they're having bad time, they remember me. Oh, MDX Joseph told me this, I should have followed him. And I'm like, stay away from me, because I tried to help you and you called me toxic. That is something that I do not tolerate. Like you called me toxic and now you are coming towards me to get more suggestions, and you think that I'll give it to you? Sorry, get out of here. I'm giving you free suggestions. If you take it or leave it. That's how it is.
You know, it was like some Ike and Tina type shit.
Brainwashing is
You feel me?
real.
So that's just the real talk, you know? But no one's hurt valuing themselves.
I just
you
find
know?
it funny, right? Girls will find a guy
Yeah.
that's definitely their type in a moment. Maybe tall, attractive, good looking, but is an asshole, beats them, maybe talk shit to them.
Yeah, that's what they find attractive.
Stays with that guy, says, oh, you know what? He's gonna change for me one day. And then the guy is actually
Never ever look for a partner who has certain traits and then you think that they're gonna change. Like, no. And they will call you toxic. Like if you want them to change for better, they will call you toxic. That's what I'm getting. Like, I'm getting so much compliment, negative compliment. Okay, like they would be like, oh, you're so toxic, why you're telling me to be like this? And then, okay, yeah, the story that I wanted to talk about is that there is this woman who was like, I saw her a year ago, and then I met her like 1 year after, and then she was a little bit fat, and she was less attractive, I would say, from the year before. So compared to the year before, so yeah, like it was something that I noticed, and I immediately told her, like, I knew her. Okay, I told her that, hey, it feels like you are becoming obese and people wouldn't find you attractive. And then 4 years later, she contacted me just a month ago, and she told me that, like, she was asking for some fitness advice, and I'm like, oh, but I told you earlier, I wanted to help her. Okay, when I got into the gym, I told her, like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I mean, I got into the gym around like 2019, so that's almost 4 years. So I'm talking about 4 years in that sense. It's not like it's 3 years 11 months almost. And I had contacted her like so the conversation between her happened like 3 years 11 months ago, and then the last time I had like a month ago. So that's 3 years 10 months, so 4 years. So she was asking for fitness advice, and I'm like, I gave you that advice and you didn't take it seriously. You insulted me, you called me toxic, and you have used some derogatory terms that were very, very offensive. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna help you, I'm sorry. You have treated me like a piece of shit. So I'm gonna be leaving right now. I'm gonna take the L right now. So that's what happened. But at the end of the day, I also told her that, look for somewhere else. If you are looking for fitness advice, go to someone else. And I told her, look at Jeff Nippard channel or Chloe Ting. So I told her 2 channels name, and then yeah, that was it. Like, at least, I mean, I felt different, like she came back to me, but I wanted to help her. Okay, I wanted to help her, but at the same time I was feeling this thing that happened like 3 years 10 months ago. And I'm like, okay, like from that time, like when we had this conversation a month ago, so from that time 3 years 10 months before, so
Be good for them. That would take care of them, love them unconditionally. Because you know what? You could be a friend for now, Jimmy.
Chemistry, baby, chemistry. Those feelings, you have those feelings inside.
Getting beat is chemistry. This is the problem.
I'm not getting bored.
They complain about toxic masculinity, but it's also their fault.
We
For
like a
toxic
little bit.
masculinity.
We like a little.
You like a little bit of a beating? You guys choose it. You choose it. You like being beat a little bit?
what a joke.
Other aspects.
They like the toxic guy at the end of the day.
Just the no. Other
And unfortunately, I'm not one of them.
feminists watching.
So that's why I do not get to sleep around like a lot of guys. And I do not want to, actually. I've been to date like few dates, like 21 dates exactly in 3 years. No, not 3 years, it's 2 years something. 2 years and couple of months. So yeah, I've been to a couple of dates, and I haven't been able to find the right partner for my life. And yeah, like I've been looking for a wife, and they're not wifey material. Like every time I went to the date, they were like, okay, these are the things that they're doing, and I do not want to have some kind of mindset like, oh, she's gonna change, I'm gonna love her, and she's she's gonna be a completely different person if I give her true love and stuff like that. This is some kind of a delusional idea a lot of men has, and I do not want to advise you to have it. Okay, like this is something that is very, very delusional, and if you're a man, do not have this idea like she's gonna get changed for you. No, they're not gonna get changed for you. They have to have certain kinds of mindset in order to be changed, and if they don't have it, and most of them don't have it, like they have this ego, like they're the prize, and like the idea of prize. So yeah, you cannot change the price.
Don't complain about toxic masculinity as if it's our fault when they clearly want it. They want you to be toxic. It's fun, it's entertaining. Don't be boring and a nice
just
person.
like you guys like crazy.
Yeah, like I don't understand, like, okay, if a guy is beating you, you should leave, you should take the hell right away. But no, they're gonna be in the relationship for years, and then they will complain about it like after 5 or 10 years later, like down the line, they will be like, this is what happened, the guy was so toxic, this is what happened. So
See, girls.
No, we don't. Get the fuck out of my life.
all right,
I would say tall guy. I would say taller. Usually we just want taller than us.
taller
Like,
than
anyway, usually doesn't make my
but a
point.
lot of
I'm
them
just
wants
trying to make
like
a
6
point.
feet.
I have a good guy. He accepts my package.
Now you do.
He's younger than me.
And yeah, like I wish that was true. Like usually we want taller guys than us. Okay, taller than us. I wish that was true. A lot of women want 6 feet tall. They do not want the average guy, and that is very unfortunate. But I'm saying, like, there is a possibility that you will find somebody who wants to be in a relationship with you, or like if you are 5'6" or 5'7" or 8, or maybe 5'5", or maybe 3, 2, 4, something like that. But that's very rare. Like most of them wants to have a relationship with a 6 feet tall guy. Like that's what they think. That I asked a lot of women about the man side. They think that 50%, more than 50% of the men are over 6 feet tall, which is not true at all. So they have this idea, and that's why they think that they deserve at least 6 feet tall guy. They have this idea. That's why. Okay.
By the way, he's younger than
I
me.
mean, I wish they knew that, okay, there is just like 14% or 15% of total population who are 6 feet or above. So I
He
wish
gave me a rock on my
they had
shoulder,
this idea.
And I can't fucking complain. You know what I'm saying? And I satisfied him when there was ups and downs. It wasn't about material shit. That's just my point.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that he waited around and accepted you when your value was lower, which I mean is great for him.
My value will never be lower.
My value will be always constant, if not rising above the sky.
I appreciate your opinion.
You have a kid.
They always say the
And
guy
that
has
don't
to love
matter.
the woman more
That makes me
anyways.
great.
There are more attractive women than her. Okay, a millionaire, a guy who is successful will look for somebody who is more attractive than her. So I'm not insulting her. Okay, she looks okay, she looks good, but there are many more women out there who are much more attractive than her, so they will get the chance over her if a millionaire wants to get married. So yeah.
Because you know
Okay,
what?
ladies,
I
you
don't
guys,
wish-
hold on, stop. We got to understand some rudimentary basics of biological fact.
Mm-hmm.
As a woman
Okay.
ages and has children, her value to men from a sexual marketplace standpoint, marriage, relationships, etc.,
Drops.
goes down. It drops precipitously. That's the reality. I don't make
All
the
right.
rules, I just report them. Just like
Okay.
me being a loser, living with my mom and not being able to provide resources drops my value precipitously. Same thing. It's just that women don't like to be told that your value can also drop as well.
Yeah, a lot of men would want to have intimate relationship with you, so that's why they will lie. Oh, you are a 10, you're a perfect 10, you are a perfect person. And some of them will tell you, oh, you are 11 out of 10. So you take that as an like compliment, but the thing is that they want to smash you. So that's the thing.
And for women, your job is to preserve your value. For us, is to create our value. So yes, you found a guy, but it was after your value dropped from a dating standpoint. That's not to reflect on your self-worth. You might be a great person, etc. But from a dating perspective of being a good mate for a man, for what men want, your value decreased.
Not when you're okay. My pussy.
I'm not gonna be interested in that anymore. Anyway, like, you got the idea of what a dating market is right now, so better be careful about what you say about how you approach a woman or something like that, or approach a man. So yeah, I think I gave both perspective, like how the world works when it comes to dating in the Western world. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will hope to catch you guys soon, and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share this video with your friends and family if they find it interesting. They maybe will like this video, and then I'll get some subscriber, maybe, I don't know. And yeah, there is super chats and super thanks option to support this channel. I'll try to add Patreon or maybe some website to a supporting link. Okay, yeah, and join my Discord, like, if you are interested in videos that has some value and you want me to react to it, then you can send me the link in the Discord server. So yeah, I'll hope to catch you guys soon over there. And yeah, obviously you can subscribe to this channel to see more reaction from this channel. Alright, so I'll take the L right now because I gotta go to the gym right now. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I love you all.